Howdy, howdy. Um, how's it going? As you can see, I look a lot better than I normally do here lately.
We'll have your light on.
I know, it's because it's pretty bright. Oh, yep, it is Lori. Hey, how's it going, Lori? Tonight's special guest is, see, looky here. It's a Barbie dog. Yeah, that's my Barbie dog. Yeah. Okay, you can get back up there. Go ahead. Get back up there. Good girl. Oh, I hear you there. Yeah, yesterday was definitely interesting. Went and had the first visit with my cardiac doctor. Um, and it was a big runaround. Um, it was, let's go over here, get signed in, tell them that you need an x-ray and a lab, and they tell me to go upstairs and basically find, what was it? It was go to door one, and then we get to door one, there's nobody there. First of all, we had to walk around upstairs to find door one. And when we found it, there was nobody there except for somebody that was sitting inside a windowsill thing reading a book. And then I went ahead and I called the unit and kind of got pretty, I guess you could say, bitchy with them. And they told me I needed to go back downstairs to that I would come off the elevator and find a Starbucks and to go behind the Starbucks. Well, when we come off the elevator, there was a Starbucks there, but it wasn't listed as a Starbucks. It just looked like a bar. Anyways, we found out where we needed to go. Went and got that done, got the testing done I needed to do. Went back upstairs and waited at door one, and then I get called into door two. Figure that one out. Anyways, the my appointment was scheduled for like 2 o'clock, and they didn't even get me in until it was after 3. And we had showed up. They told me if I showed up at over, it started out the appointment was at 1 o'clock, and we left here early to get there early, and then they told me that because we got there at like noon, I think it was, and when I got there, then all this other shenanigans went on, and yeah, it was just crazy. I gotten called before we even left and told me that the earlier I showed up, the sooner we could get in to see the doctor, and no. We ended up seeing the doctor an hour later than what the original thing was scheduled for. So, I don't know. They kept changing times and all kinds of stupid crap. I'm hoping when I go back for my endocrinologist, it doesn't end up being the exact same stupid crap. How's it going, Blitz? But yeah, it's definitely been crazy. I did get my sutures all taken out. Yay! So I'm suture free 100% after 2 week surgery. Um, that was just kind of crazy. I'd show you my scar if you guys want to see it, but I don't know. They might turn around and get me for some kind of strike saying I was doing nudity or some crap on YouTube.
Showing grotesque things.
So, but yeah, cut from here to here with 3 dots from where I had tubes in, garden hoses, about 1/2 inch in diameter, well, about the size of my pinky. So I had hoses about that size stuck underneath for surgery to help drain everything off my lungs. But yeah, it's been interesting. Did a lot of walking yesterday, and it did take a lot out. Yeah, yeah, she's off screen. You're being said. Lori said to tell you hi.
Hi, Lori.
Am I homeless? Uh, Technically, yes. I live in a camper. Uh, right now, I am currently parked in my mom's properties and was helped take care of her as well. Um, but yeah, by law, yes, I am considered as homeless. Um, but you got to remember, being homeless is also a mentality as to if you feel that way or not. I myself, this is my home. I own it 100%. I bought it. All right, you have a good day too. I will say that this camper is definitely bigger than the one that we were living in before. This one's, I don't know, it's about twice the size. Uh, my other one was 96 square feet. No, I paid about $2,000 for it, and I had to do some repairs on it. It would have blue booked about twice as much, at least. Yeah, it's not too bad. They had a soft spot in the floor where it had leaked in one of the windows, and I just had to fix it. Which tattoo? This one? Uh, I don't remember. $40, I think. That's been several years ago. It's a cover up. It. Yep, that we do. Bridge. Oh yeah, I would say I'd want to go camping, which I do still, even though I am basically camping full time right now. But to me, this isn't really camping. Camping would be in, say, a tent or open air, which I used to do as well. I'd like to go fishing. Uh, I'm gonna try to hold off till next month to get my fishing license. For the simple fact that if I was to get it now, I'd have to pay for it again to get a whole nother license again at the end of next month. This, yeah, no, this is now that was pretty funny because this haircut was actually done by one of the nurses in the hospital. I wanted to get my hair cut because I knew I wouldn't be able to take care of it very easily after I had my surgery. my watch, about $30. Am I missing a bunch of people talking maybe? Doesn't look like it. I don't know. Yeah, I end up getting this because that way I can check my heart rate on a regular basis. So, how much do I live in here? Just whenever. Oh gosh. Don't overthink it. Just hopefully, if people's going in for surgery, they don't have to go through the whole wait thing like I did. I had to wait for that, what was it, a whole month and a half? Or it seemed like a month and a half, but it was a month of them constantly coming in saying, well, we got to get you there. But most of it would be more of just do it, let it happen if you need to have it done. Yeah, I've got a kitchen. But yeah, as for the surgery, if you would have asked me that first day out, I would have said something to the point of, I do not, I would have been like, no, I don't suggest you to go get one because it freaking hurt like crap for like first couple days. Now,
The first day of the surgery, you would have done nothing but cuss at everybody. That's all you were doing.
apparently, I don't remember that, but apparently that's exactly what I did. Yeah, we have a place to cook. Yes, I have a car. Actually, I don't have a car. I have a truck. Um, the the truck I've got, it will pull and move this. I just didn't do it when I first moved it here. Which I've got to get that all cleaned out too. Apparently over the winter I had mice move into it and completely got it really bad. It's a truck. It's a Dodge, little bitty thing. The but yeah, it's not too bad. The I've got to get out there and start it probably here time before too long, so that I can at least get the engine to turn over and what have you, which means I've got to replace the battery again. Well, just go out and get you some work. I don't know how old you are. Go out and get you some work. It's real easy to get work. I mean, technically, um, if you're willing to chase that money, go for it. The I mean, I've worked as a handyman for like the last 8 years or so. No, I'm 53. I just turned 53 yesterday, actually. Yeah, it is very important to be able to turn a dollar for sure. Yep. Thank you, Lori. Um, I asked about I asked about some of these spots where I had my veins and stuff taken from where my artery was taken. That's the one that really hurts still. I asked about it yesterday, and they said, "Well, it's going to be a while before that one stops hurting, but it itches like crazy." The vein spots where they took the veins out, that doesn't bother me, even though I've had several people tell me that would be the worst, man, because that's where you're going to be all cut up and blah 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 blah. Maybe back in the old day they would cut you up. Now they don't. They just basically run a hook type thing in there, I'm guessing, and snap the vein or artery and then drag it out. Because I've got like two long spots from where they had pulled it out. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. It kind of creeps me out. It gives me chills. Um, but yeah, other than that, that drives me nuts. Yeah, I know. That tells me it's healing. Actually drives me even more crazy because I'm like, oh God, no, it itches. At least I'm not still wearing a heart monitor and having to itch my arm and have somebody come running through my door going, oh my God, no. Oh, yeah, that long story. Kind of like whenever I was rubbing my foot. I don't know who was more embarrassed, me or the nurse. Even though I wasn't doing nothing, I was rubbing my foot.
It was where you were rubbing
What's
your
up,
foot.
Taryn? Yeah, it was exactly where I was rubbing my foot. It's because I had my foot in my lap. I try to rub my foot all the time, anyways, because it aches from where I had gout in it for so long. So what's up, neighbor? I don't know about that. I know me and that nurse become pretty good friends though while I was over there. She's the one that actually caught me when I went downstairs and wasn't supposed to be downstairs. Yeah, it was the same nurse, which was pretty funny because she was like, "Mr. Brad, what are you doing exactly?" And I was like, oh, I'm going down here to get me something to eat because they didn't send me the right food again. She goes, okay, well, good luck with that because usually there's nothing in there. I did ask the question to my doctor about this nasty taste in my mouth all the time. It tastes like I've got a whole mouthful of old rotten pennies or something. Is that somebody pulling in or is that Taryn pulling? Ah, that's the neighbor pulling in. Um, Anyways, I had asked them about the whole tasting like pennies, and they said that's something they hear very common. Uh, they're not exactly sure if it's because of medication or something else exactly. And it was funny because I was talking to my daughter on the phone today, and she's like, "Did you remember to ask the doctors about you losing your memory?" There she is. Yep. Yeah. I said, "Nope, I forgot." No, well, on some of the stuff with the food, yes. On some of it, no. Um, it kind of got to the point where I was like, screw it. They're going to send me whatever the heck they're going to send me, regardless of what I order, because half the time they don't send what I want anyways. So I got used to for breakfast every morning, ended up being two pancakes. Sometimes before the surgery, I could have sausage. After the surgery, they replaced the sausage with a slice of orange. So my breakfast every morning after the surgery was two pancakes with a slice of orange and the yogurt and oatmeal, because that was something I knew I could get. So that was usually the only thing that I got that was correct. Everything else, it was hit or miss. Yes, the metallic taste sucks. The crazy side is that I don't always have it. I can be eating, and then all of a sudden that metallic taste hits, and it's like, oh God, I'm done. And it's hard to tell. I mean, uh, yesterday I noticed it was if I had anything sweet, like we went out to eat at a smoke meat place. It was all good and dandy. I added an extra sauce that had a little bit extra sugar in it. Dipped my meat in it, poked it in my mouth, and all of a sudden it was like, well, here's all your pennies. And I was pretty much done at that point. I was like, whatever. Um, Today, I'm eating a slice of pizza and get the same thing, and I'm like, well, guess what? I'm gonna finish eating this piece of pizza. I guess I'm done. But it's just hit or miss. I mean, I can drink coffee all day long, not have a problem. I can drink water, not have a problem having this taste. I can eat certain things, not have the problem. But it's like, I don't know if it's a hey, you're full, or if it's a surprise. Anyways, sometimes it's because something's sweet. I do notice that I have a lot of salty taste all the time. So I don't know if that is something that runs along with it as well, or what the deal is. No, has nothing to do with that because I didn't have the problem before surgery. The That was rather interesting with the having my teeth pulled before. Yeah, that was just kind of, I don't know. I don't enjoy having the missing teeth now, because now I feel like I'm a rat or something, rat or rabbit, something crazy that can't just chew your food. Because now I'm stuck with just my front teeth until I can get that remedied. The Still cracks me up. Likes my hair. I don't know. The I miss my long hair instead of having this short stuff, because at least it was long and didn't get in my face all the time. It just gets in my face now. Kind of like with my beard. It's coming back though eventually.
It's actually coming back pretty quick.
It is. No, this isn't 5 o'clock shadow. This is 1 month shadow, pretty much, or 3 week shadow. Yeah, 3 week shadow. I don't know. There ain't no telling. Um, you'd be surprised, but there's no telling. From the all the information that YouTube gives me, it says the majority of my people that watch me are from the United States and Canada. So, if that tells you anything. I don't know. Eventually, later on, too, I'll probably start doing our advertisements for our store on here. Some of our items that we make. Try to get some of those moved this year. That way we can get them out of our backlog. Because I have lots of jewelry to get rid of. Ooh. And we got lots of other things to get sold out too. Oh, looky there. Now I'm really bright. Yes, actually, Bob has been around. Oh God, where's it wrong? We gotta find the right switch. Bob has been around a few times. He didn't act like he was too much of a happy camper the other night, apparently. And Sandy had went to walk Barbie, and she said that her hair, like, yeah, Willy Wonka. She said that Barbie's hair was raised all the way up. She got down, peed, and wanted right back in the house. So yeah, I would say Bob was definitely Bob or somebody else was definitely out here. I did catch him on the cameras while I was over in the hospital. Didn't catch him visually, but I did catch him audibly, which I thought was rather interesting. I had to pet my Barbie dog. See, come here, Barbie. Come here. See, my Barbie dog.
She says, Daddy, you know I don't like being on camera.
Nope, she sure don't. See my Barbie dog. Yeah, she's extremely happy, I hope. Sometimes. I don't know. She liked having the bed to herself, apparently. She gets to sleep all the time, so. They said, hi, Barbie dog. Yeah. She says, no, I want to go away, Daddy. Well, fine. You want back over here? Here. There you go. No? You don't want over there now? You want to lick my leg instead? Okay. Silliness. She's a turd. Yeah. Yeah, it was funny because when I first got home, I opened the door and I looked in, And she's sitting up here on the bed and she's looking at me, and I'm like, uh-oh. And she like looked at me again, and yeah, yeah. And I was like, is your daddy home? And she like started wiggling, and then she jumped down to come over to me, and then she like stopped halfway and like turned back around, jumped back up on the bed, did like 3 circles, and then jumped back down and was all about wanting to be all over me. And I was like, oh, you gotta back up. Yeah. And then after I got in the house, after we got in and got settled, that she would not leave me alone. She stayed right there next to me, kept rubbing her head all over me, and I mean, literally to the point that I had Barbie hair, literally from head to toe, and she would not leave my side for what, 2 days?
Except for to go out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, except to go to the
And then
bathroom,
she'd come straight back in and jump right up next to you again.
and would not leave me alone. She's like, I missed my daddy bunches. That's a piece of land, silly. Yeah. But yeah, she's a turd. She's my Barbie dog. But she loves her mama too. Don't let her fool you. Even though her mama says, no, she don't. Yeah, she was all over her mama today. That was funny. And she went to go sleep with her mama the other night instead of sleeping with me. She's like, I don't want no part of you. I'm mad at you for some reason. And she jumped in bed with her mama.
I think she was mad because you left her all day.
That could be. That was the day we had the doctor's appointment, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
She was like, I thought you were leaving me again.
But, yeah, she's a little turd. What?
Mike wants to know why I was rubbing my head all over you.
Oh my gosh, Mike. So Mike's in the room now listening and watching too, huh? You turd. I see how it is. Why aren't you talking in the chat, buddy? It's funny because to me, I'm only seeing 2 people in the chat room. So yeah, now Barbie's over here eating. She went and grabbing dog food and bringing it
I
over
think it
here and
only
eating
shows
next
the
to me.
people in the chat room that actually have the chat open.
Mm,
I think
maybe.
that's how it works.
Story time. Got lots of story times. I haven't even started doing story times yet. I did that on my blog for a little while. I do what I called story times, and I might actually start doing that on this channel too, just to keep views going. Some of them were cute stories. Some of them were, well, I won't even go into what some of them were, but it would go into some of the stuff of what we did when I was younger and what have you. And I don't know, it's more apt to get found on YouTube than what it was on there. Yeah, see, I'm just showing 2 people on mine.
I
This is
said you need to call him when you get down there.
okay. That I can do. You must be looking for parts still. Okay. But yeah, what's that? But yeah, I thought about doing the story times on here too, just like I did on my blog. Those actually seem to got more views on there when I would do a story time, or if I did a lot of complaining about something, those would get more views. Don't understand that. But apparently people like drama.
The squeaky wheel always gets the grease.
Yeah. That wasn't grease they were putting on those.
Well,
Hmm?
he said no, wait, and he'll call you tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Which means he's probably going to go to bed. Because they're an hour ahead. Okay, I get it. But, yeah, it was kind of pretty funny with that. Any other questions? Yes, the hospital that I stayed in. Yeah, the one rooms. I would say they were definitely haunted. It was the oldest hospital over there. Uh, I was in what was called one of two different towers they have over there. But yeah, I would definitely say it was haunted. Um, we had a first night I was there. I had my door shut, and I kept hearing something that sounded like moaning, and it didn't sound like they were in pain. So I don't know if it was somebody doing something with somebody else, or if it was a ghost outside my door. But I'll just leave it at that. It was kind of funny though, because when I got back over to the other side of the hospital, I had one of the nurses come up to me and tell me that they said I had some kind of. I hear you've got some kind of a social media thing going on. I was like, well, I'm trying. Um, but they said my charge nurse, and I don't even know who this charge nurse was because I don't think I've ever met him, had said that um, I had told them about it or something or other. I don't know. But I had recognized the name because I had seen the name also on my board when I was down in ICU. So I don't know. It was the same charge nurse name. But as for that, I don't remember ever meeting the person. So I can tell you the one floor that I was on for the whole month, that there's some odd, strange things with that as well. That people had told me you had to have special clearance to be on the floor. Um, where they had rarely been allowed to be on the floor or something of that sort. So I don't know. Spectral sightings? No, I never saw any spectral sightings. Just noises, um, sounds that shouldn't have been there at the time, which could have very easily been some hanky panky stuff going on. Um,
Phone calls being made from a phone that
oh,
was
yeah, phone calls being made from my phone that wasn't even connected. We did have that happen, um, which was rather interesting. That got me in trouble on more than one occasion. And I was like, that's kind of hard to do considering if you look over there, my phone's not even connected. And I made it a point to tell everybody that came in my room that that phone was not connected, just so that I couldn't get in trouble for it again. There ain't no telling. I just knew something was up the first night. As soon as I had walked in the room, basically. And then about 10, 15 minutes, and my phone rings, and I answered it. And it was somebody screaming at me, telling me I needed to quit calling them because if I didn't quit calling them, they was going to have the police after me for harassment. And I was like, I'm in the hospital. I don't know what you're talking about. And they was like, no, this isn't the hospital that I'm calling back. This number, though, keeps calling me, blah, 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 blah. And I just hung up on them and unplugged it. Easy enough fix for me. And I was told later that even just to call in, you had to have like a special password to get actually through the operator and into the phones. So I don't know exactly what was going on. It was just kind of weird. Did you want back up here? Come on. You want over here? Did you want over here? Or did you want over here? Well, you can come up here. Come on. Come on, jump.
Go.
Come on. Fly. There you go. See, I told you could make it up here. You silly. You silly doggy. Well, it's really funny considering that I was told that area was the butthole of the entire hospital. Which, when I first got moved up there, we kind of wondered something was off. Things were weird. Nobody was walking the halls. Half the time you didn't see staff. It got to where during the day, I would leave my door open just so I could see if anybody's walking by. Physical therapy, haven't been to it yet. I gotta wait till I get new insurance. Because there's no way I can pay out of pocket for that right now with as much as what they want for it. So I'm waiting on insurance again, which I should find out about in the next week or so. Which I think is just stupid. You would think that without insurance it would be cheaper, but it's not. It seems like it's more expensive.
They want more, I think, for cash.
But as for walking and stuff, according to my watch, I walked over 1.5 miles yesterday, which kind of sucked, but that was over time. I still took quite a few breaks. I think I grabbed hold of Sandy's chairs a few times while we were out and about just to brace myself. Because I wasn't about to grab hold of my mama because she would have fell over with me. Her and her little bitty body. She kept trying to grab a wheelchair and push me around. It was a broken wheelchair, and I'm like, just leave it, I'll walk. I did get in it once, and she tried to run over like 3 people with it.
When I got in there, after I parked the car,
yeah,
she comes up to me and she goes, Brad's mad at me because
yep.
I wanted him to ride in a wheelchair. But I'm mad at him too because he doesn't need to be doing all this walking.
Oh my God.
And I said, he needs to walk. If the doctors didn't want him to walk, they would have put in an order for him to get in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I had walked all the way down to where you was supposed to be coming in, because I was expecting to meet you guys down there. I went in, hung out in a little gift shop for a few minutes, looked around in there, and saw that it had only been about 10 minutes. Walked down there to where that tunnel was, and waited. And then I turned around and looked, and all of a sudden I see Mom walking around down there. So I'm, okay, so I must have missed them. So I turned around and walked back down there. And when I got down there, I was like, so is Sandy in the bathroom or something? She goes, yeah. I'm like, okay, well then we need to hang out here and wait, right? She goes, no, we can go ahead and get you down there. So we start hanging out with, well, actually I had the lady that was down at the other end at the information booth. She was walking, she's going to walk me down to show me where I had to check in at. And that's when we ran into Mom. When the Mom's like, well, he needs a wheelchair. And she's like, you need a wheelchair? I was like, not necessarily. I said, I probably do need to sit down for a few minutes, but that's that. And she just was not taking no for an answer. So I sat down in the wheelchair, and then she tries to run me over like 3 or 4 people.
That's why I don't like riding in wheelchairs with other people pushing.
And I'm like, no, this isn't going to happen. I said, so I got out of the wheelchair, and I said, just park that stupid thing right there. And she's like, parks it for a second, and then she turns around. I'm trying to push buttons on this kiosk, and the next thing I know, she's bumping into me with a wheelchair. And I'm like, Mom, take that wheelchair back over there and leave it. And then when she came back around, I was like, no, you need to go move that wheelchair and put it back. I was like, this is just crazy.
I just thought it was funny. He's mad at me because I wanted him to ride in a wheelchair, but I'm mad at him too.
Well, she wouldn't tell me. She wouldn't tell me that she got in there first. That you went ahead and let her go. She wouldn't tell me that at first. And I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I hear that Sandy wheelchair manners matter.
Do what?
I hear that Sandy wheelchair manners matter.
Oh, I hear that. Yeah.
Yep.
After my car accident, there were very few people that I trusted to push me around because I didn't want to be run into everything that got in the way.
But yeah, yesterday was just a whole, oh my gosh. It was just insanity. Total insanity.
Yeah. And they say heart patients' personality changes. Brad's temper has gotten a lot shorter.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Brad has much less patience for stupidity than he used to.
When I have had clients in wheelchairs, I learned how communication matters. Yeah, communication does matter. But yeah, as for me losing my temper and stuff too, I think it's because I just can't deal with it no more. Because it's like, I don't know. Kind of like when I got short with Mom out here the other night. And it was like, I just flat out told her, I said, just shut up and listen to me. And she wouldn't shut up. So I got up in her face and I was like,
Nose to nose.
Shut up. I'm trying to talk. And finally she just shuts up. She looked like she's going to punch me. And I was like, you're just not understanding. I said, instead, you're turning around and pushing me towards another heart attack. Now stop. And then finally she listened.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to do that with your mom.
But yeah, I know, because that's just the way she is.
The way that you have been dealing with public people, like the lady on the phone at the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to take that phone away from you so bad and be like, let me handle it because you're not accomplishing anything good here.
I was mad. I was completely ticked off. Oh my
But
gosh.
yelling at somebody that did not have anything to do with the situation at all was not accomplishing anything good.
Well, she kept repeating the same thing, saying that I need to go back downstairs and talk to the same people. That's the reason why it was ticking me off. Because I kept trying to
Because
tell
I've
her, I
already
said, that
walked
isn't
2.5
not.
miles.
Exactly. I said, I'm a freaking heart patient. And you want me to walk back down all that far again and do all this stupid crap? Yeah, I had to go all the way back down there. Actually, I had to go to the floor below them and walk the same distance to get back to that crap. I was like, this is just total insanity. Don't break your leg on Barbie's ball down there.
It's not the ball I'm worried about.
Oh.
It's my fat butt knocking everything
Well,
off.
here, we can move this over a little bit. I'll just make everybody sit closer to me. I'll just be more scary. It just cracks me up because, yeah, saying I should have time for stupid. Well, you know, used to be I didn't have time for stupid before either. And then I worked at that home. And then I learned to make time for that stupid. I'm still covered in tape marks. Check this out. See all the tape marks? I've still got them all over my arm. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Still got all these stupid tape marks all over me. I look like a broken toy or some crap. I think like a Big Lots reject. Like somebody tried to retape me back and take me back to the store as a return or some crap. Yeah, well, I was told to use alcohol. Or I was told I could turn around and go to Walmart and get adhesive remover. I was joking to the lab lady yesterday about it. And that's what she told me. She goes, well, you can just go to Walmart and get adhesive remover. I said, well, I was kind of thinking about going ahead and going out to my truck and getting out the goof off. She's like, no, you better not do that. That might be harmful to you. Especially with you being a heart patient and all. I'm like, geez, nobody can take jokes anymore. Pretty bad when somebody would have thought I was being serious. I don't know. It's just crazy. There's Brianna again. You thought it was funny, did you? Brianna, you got the kids watching me tonight, or are they already in bed? They're up. Are they watching, or are they too preoccupied with something else? Not at the moment. Kind of figured Danny would be like, "Oh, hi, Pawpaw, hi, Pawpaw," and then trying to figure out why I'm not answering her. Braden's there. Those little turds this morning. That was too funny. He says, "Oh my." It'll be okay, Braden. Mm-hmm. Cool. And Phoenix is probably doing his own thing. Sounds about right. They're both zoned out. Well, yeah, considering this is normally their bedtime. That's a cat for you. Got a Barbie laying behind me, see her? She's like, I'll hide over here because you can't grab me as easily. It's a big ass cat. I did manage to get me a collection of these cups from the hospital. I think I got like 5 of them now. Or did have 5 of them at one time. Should have pulled out my fishing rod and showed that kid that was on a while ago. That crazy fishing rod that I've got. Yeah, I know, because you had to pay high dollar for that stupid cup. I don't need something to tell me to drink. I just drink. Which my heart doctor told me that I drink too much water. So figure that one out. Because I told him, I said, whenever I was in the hospital, I was drinking like 8 of those. I was drinking like 8 of these a day, and these hold 20 ounces. I think it is. Yeah, 20 ounces. And I was drinking 8 of these a day, and he said that's way too much. Yeah. Well, if I was drinking about 8 of those a day, that would be what, 160 ounces a day. So that'd be like what, a gallon and a half? Yeah. Yeah, while I'm at home, I only drink like 2 or 3 of those a day, if even. Um, Sometimes more. It just depends. Well, it does because you can flush everything out of your system. Um, and if you go flushing too much of your stuff out of your system, you can have a heart attack or whatever out of it too. Yeah, it's better to mix something else with it. Dang it. Hmm. I'm gonna have to put another one of those patches on. Well, yeah, there she is. She's back. I think these nerves in my chest are coming back alive because I haven't had a patch on for a while.
Okay.
So it's starting to feel like somebody's sticking me with a little pin.
That's nerves.
Yeah. So yeah, it
Didn't
takes
mean to shake
time.
everybody.
You didn't shake everybody. You shook the table.
And it bumped the camera, so it caused an earthquake.
Phoenix says, "Come on, donkey."
Donkey.
Really? Really? I see how it's going to be. Mm-hmm. I see exactly how it's going to be, you turd. Yeah, I bet. He says, "I'm watching you." And what would you say if I was going, "I'm watching you"?
Be careful, you don't want to scare your audience.
I know, right? That is too funny. He screamed.
Like I said, you don't want to scare your audience.
Ain't that awful? Ah, it's one of those things. This is my grandbabies that she's talking about. Yep, all the time. Speaking of finding the humor, I had a video come up in my thing the other day of me playing ukulele and Phoenix dancing to it, where where he was trying to run around out here and didn't want to get him into anything. Yeah, that came up in my feed the other night. Yep. That was back right after I very first started walking again. Uh-oh. What was that? Really? Hmm. Stupid emails at stupid times. Figure that one out. Just wait till I get figuring out how to do this on the computer, because it's going to be some interesting stuff then. Emails from old times? No. This was a, here, congratulations. We want you to spend money. No, I can do the filters now. See, look. See, I can do the filters now. I don't need to bring in the filters. I've already got them. See? There. See, I can do all kinds of stuff here. I see you. See, I don't need to bring any filters. I've already got them. Phoenix says same as Danny. Found something I might like. What's that? If I get it figured out on a computer, I might be able to turn around and have like a little start thing at the beginning of the live streams and what have you. So it'd be like a countdown. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah. I haven't had time to play with it yet. Oh, yeah. Kind of like the phone calls. We've been trying to reach you about your car insurance. Really? No. Now I keep getting, oh, well, you've got Medicare, blah, 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 blah. Let's add to it. Just pay us an extra $130 a month. Hey, I got a fourth person on here. Oh, no. No, I've played some really good ones with them. I've turned around and, for the whole car insurance one, I've asked them if they cover a Ford Model T or what was the other one I asked? The something about the Flintstone roller car or whatever. As well, you know, I start naming stuff that are really old type cars, and they usually hang up on me. I did turn around and have somebody to call me about insurance, and I told them that I was trying to reach them about their car warranty, and I actually had that person act like they was interested in me selling them some extra car insurance. And I was like, you know, I did this because you guys keep calling me, won't take me off your list, and you're actually going to want to buy it from me? Okay, well, this is funny. But I also did have somebody after I had told them that I was on top of a roof and that if I was to fall off, I was going to sue the crap out of them. And that guy, oh man, I felt sorry for him. You can tell he was
You
from
almost had
India.
him crying.
Yeah, he's Mr. Nice Guy. We're sorry, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm so sorry, Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, I bet. The which is really funny because my truck I can actually get listed as an antique and get the antique licenses, which I'm still thinking about doing because then I'll have to pay $25 every 3 years. But I'm only allowed to drive it so many miles a year if I do that. So that's the only thing that's kept me from doing it. You know, I was thinking last night, with the way this looks, it would have been really bad had I not shaved it, and they would have shaved it how they wanted to before surgery, because I would have been cut right here. This whole section here. This would have been all that was cut, because they had to go in right here. So I would have still had a full beard on this side. What? Should have told them your recycling place and that you Yeah, because everybody wants recycled corn. That's my recycling specialty. Corn and peanuts. I got hair in my mouth.
Well, you know they have that monkey coffee, so.
Yeah, the monkey coffee. There it goes. The coffee beans that are eaten by monkeys and then pooped out and sold at $1 million an ounce. That's all right. Brad don't drink that. I'll drink regular coffee before I drink any of that nasty crap. I don't need no poo. Poo coffee. What happened to the fact they was gonna cut your cut and didn't? What? They was gonna cut my cut. What do you mean?
They tried to pull it apart.
Oh, where they tried to rip, where they tried to open it? Pretty sure civets are nearer to cats than monkeys. You're probably, yeah, you're probably right. They're probably more like a raccoon. Oh, my throat. They didn't cut my throat. I had to shave my beard because they was going to go in here. They told me they was going to have to go in through my artery in my neck, possibly. And I didn't know exactly where it was going to go, so I just shaved the whole thing off. But they went in. Right here is one of the spots, and then right here is another one of the spots where they went in. So I had an IV here and an IV here, and then there's another one. The other one's right here. So I had 3 of them, here, here, and here. And this one up here, I think, was the one that actually went into my heart. That was, it went into like a defibrillator that went into my heart. That one was really weird when they pulled it out. I won't even go into the feeling of that gave me, because I was like, He's like, take a deep breath, breathe out, and then jerked it. And I was like, oh, God. I won't even go there. No, it wasn't only IVs. Yeah, I had all kinds of crazy crap going on. That's kind of like when they pulled the hoses out of my guts. Oh, God, that was just, oh. Yeah, that wasn't fun either. Nah, I doubt it. I've been told that about a whole bunch of different stuff about writing a book, and I thought about it. I tried it, started writing it, and just could not keep up on it. I don't know. It'd probably be a dark comedy if I actually wrote a book. It'd read something like fiction for the most part. Does the bear help? I haven't used Surcoffs a lot in a while. Haven't needed to.
It did help, though.
He did help a lot when I first got him. But I haven't used him in a while. In like, I don't know what, 3 or 4 days. I haven't had to use him.
Since probably Tuesday.
Yeah, so it was a week out. So about Tuesday was when I quit using him. This sure coughs a lot. See? Sure coughs a lot. He was my buddy, even though I hated him and called him asshole quite regularly. Yeah.
Barbie wants to eat his face.
Yeah, and Barbie wants to eat his face because she's jealous of him. But yeah, this guy irritated the crap out of me for a little while. Um, I don't know. I couldn't tell you why exactly, other than it hurt to press him up against me. But that's the nature of that surgery too. Um, I had what, 4 plates? 4 plates in the chest now.
2.
2.
Yeah, you have one on the inside where
And
your
one on the
sternum
outside.
is, and then everything's wired to your sternum, and then there's another one on top of that everything's wired to that.
Yeah. Okay. So I got 2 plates. I know it was more than 1 plate. But yeah, it goes from right here's the top. So you can see the top right here.
Feel the plates when you press on your, like I can in my arm.
You know, I haven't really checked exactly. I mean, you can feel something in there, but I haven't really messed with it too much because I don't know. But anyways, it goes from here, right here. Here's the top, and then right the bottom. So I'm split open from here to here, and they took all the sutures out yesterday, including the ones that were in the hose where they had the garden hoses in my gut. When they weren't in my gut, they were in my chest cavity. So I've got the line here, and then I've got 3 dots that run across the bottom. Toot, toot, toot. No, I don't want to imagine that. I do not want to imagine hearing that sound or anything else at that point because, no. I mean, they'd already, when they turned around and pulled the sutures yesterday, they kind of pulled the things trying to pull it apart. I don't want to know if anybody could push down on it and go plump, plump. No. Be more like crack, crack.
That might be a good question to ask the doctor though. If you ever have to have CPR, are they going to be able to do that now?
Yeah, they'll still be able to do it. This weird fake metal that you can shake it and it makes thunder noise. No, I don't think you can shake me and make thunder noises either.
Well, you might make thunder noises, but they won't be coming from your chest.
Yeah, like Sandy said, I might make thunder noises, but they don't come from my chest. I had some weird rumblings the other night when we was coming home from the doctor's office. That's the reason why we stopped to eat. Does that count as thunder noises? Hmm. Yeah, I wish my nose would quit running. I don't even want to hear that about snow. You can take that snow and stick it. I don't want no part of it. No part of it. Nope. I'm sick of this crap. I'm ready for it to warm up. That was my issue. Maybe I wasn't seeing all the things in chat earlier. Yeah, I've been sick of it. I didn't even have to spend no part of it. The I was in the hospital the whole time with all that other crap. And I still don't want no more of it now. Yep, I agree. I don't want no part of it. I want it all to go away. I want the warmth to come back. I'll be sticking a tent up out in the front yard and be selling some stuff out here and be done with it. Yep, me too. Totally over it. And I haven't even had to do nothing with it. All right, love you too, Brianna. I heard that.
I'm just making weird rumblings.
Yeah, trying to make thunder with it, are you? Well, I sit here and rub my foot. Oh, crap. Oh, my God, I'm bad. I did, I did find out that walking around the yard today brought my blood pressure, or not blood pressure, my heart rate up to 100 when I was walking Barbie out there in the back. I did find that out. Which is kind of concerning, considering I wasn't walking very far.
Were you walking faster than you normally do?
No, I was walking normal. Which it says today. There. No, that ain't it. Is it this one? Said I got 562 steps in today. cold out today. It was 70 some odd degrees. I think it's supposed to be the same way tomorrow. That's the reason why when Brianna was saying something about it's supposed to snow Sunday, I was like, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear it. Don't want no snow. She can keep it. She can have the snow. It can come in a little ball and be packed up inside of her house. Not in mine.
I told you that this morning, that it was supposed to snow Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think we'll get enough to make a snowball, though.
Probably be like the rain we got.
I hope not, because that was quite a bit of rain, actually.
I don't know. I agree. I veto the snow too. No snow, no ice. I don't want no part of it. None of it. They can keep it. Well, maybe I might not even want it in November. I'm done with winter. I'm sick of it. I don't like the cold no more.
Next thing we know, you're going to be buying a castle in Florida.
Did you hear that? I'm buying a castle in Florida. Whee!
To avoid the snow.
It won't be down there where my brother is. He's got too many gators. Who was it that I was talking? That was the lady I had as a nurse, wasn't it? That I was talking to about that.
Yeah, because she was from that same
Yeah.
town.
And she said that area is known for the gators. It's like a gator farm. And I don't know about Arizona. It's a fairly blue state from last I heard. I got a friend of mine that I used to talk to that was from down there, and he said it was pretty bad down there too. Damn, man, I'm yawning. But he was living in Phoenix, and the way he talked Phoenix is really bad.
Yeah, Phoenix.
That whole county. Which I haven't talked to him in a while. Last time I tried to get a hold of him, he never did answer back. So. Nate, North Carolina. You talking about the guy with the dog? The little bitty dog that does all that crazy neat stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe. I don't know. I think he's a bit out there too, maybe. I don't know. He's a pretty cool guy, but I don't know. I don't think I'd get along with him too well. Not over long term, anyways. Yeah, his dog's pretty cool. It's a pretty smart dog. I wish Barbie would do half the stuff that Minion does.
Did you hear that, Barbie? Daddy said you're not a cool enough dog.
I didn't say she wasn't cool enough. I just said I wish she would do half the stuff that Minion does. Like carry her own umbrella whenever it's raining out, and ride on the front of a four-wheeler like she's riding a motorcycle, and all kinds of crap. You know, it's funny because of all the places that we've looked at, I still think Missouri is probably one of the freer areas. South Dakota would be like almost the freest, But it gets freaking cold up there.
Yeah,
Screw
but
all
you don't
that.
have to live there to be a resident there.
Well, that's true, but if we're going to buy property, I'm not going to buy property up in South Dakota and freeze my everything off.
Yeah.
You know, be
And
standing
it's
outside,
hot.
everything freezes and falls
They don't
off.
have any good weather up
No, and
there.
when it gets hot, it gets
It's
super
hot up
hot.
there in the summer and it's cold up there in the winter, and there's nothing in the middle.
Barbie barking at raptors needs to be a video. She's not that big of a barker, really. Um, she barks sometimes now, but not. She doesn't bark at a lot of things. It's more like she barks whenever she is agitated than anything else, or if she's wanting to play. Yeah, no, she won't. And we do have some very big raptors out here, including turkey buzzards, which like to circle when her, sometimes whenever I'm walking her. So I've got to walk her back in the house because I'm not going to deal with that crap. And she runs from the chickens. She knows better because Joe wants to kick her butt, which Joe will kick anybody's butt that goes after one of the chickens. Don't want to go out there. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to cut this one out and go ahead and let it upload. It'll probably take about 2 or 3 hours to get uploaded. And maybe do this again tomorrow or the next day. Apparently there was some other people that wanted to come on that said they would be here probably tomorrow if they can. So, anyways, I'm going to head out of here and talk to you guys later. Peace out. Y'all have a great evening.